Now then, next up, we're off to St Kentigern's Club in Fallowfield. I'm going to be having a chat with Kevin Fitzpatrick, and I asked him how the club is doing these days.
Club's going fierce well, Martin, yeah, and thanks to everyone out there that keeps the loyal support coming in during the week and at functions and charity nights, and even when the big bands are here. It's going great, thanks.
And of course you've had another busy day today. You've had a wedding on today.
We had Gary and Sandra, Gary Ward and Sandra Porter, originally from Aughrim in County Wicklow, and they got married after 32 years. Sweethearts since school.
Of course, St Kentigern's is a very, very popular club, and it's very popular with the Irish community here in Manchester, and you've raised so much money down the years.
I have, Martin. You know, I just lifted the Manchester Evening News today, you know, and it just said, on top of the world, so is St Ken's, and we're going to spread this all around the world, that we have raised over £1 million for charity since I took over the club in 2002.
And of course, all of that £1 million has gone towards great, great causes.
Brilliant causes. You know, if you say the main charity or the main local charities like the Christie's Cancer Hospital, Francis House, St Anne's Hospice, Cornerstone, the Irish Community Care, Beechwood Cancer Care Unit, Father Pat Clark out in Sao Paulo in Brazil. You have Cornerstone. You know, there's numerous charities and events that I put on, then down to local families or good causes where they come in and want to raise money, want to give something back. Betty Carey was on the Christie's lung cancer for 2 years. She's still with us today, and I'm very proud of Betty. She was signed off at the Christie's in January this year, and she wanted to give something to St Anne's Hospice because that's where she got care and attention, and she learned how to do oil painting. And she gave £21,762 to St Anne's Hospice, which was unreal. You know, that was two of my massive events.
Now, Tina, since we were last here at St Kentigern's, of course you become Mrs Fitzpatrick. Many congratulations to you.
Thank you, thank you.
Now, of course, Tina, you've got a big involvement here with St Kentigern's, and I know that you take a special interest in the weddings.
Well, I like to try and help Kevin in anything I can do, and I know the weddings now are becoming really more and more every day now. There's like more inquiries for different things coming into the club, and I do like to take part in whatever's going on, and the wedding scene is good, it's lovely. Dressing the tables up and organising it, and every wedding venue that's held here is personal to everyone that comes in.
Yeah, and of course you've had a busy day today because you've just finished off. There was a wedding reception here today and all went really well.
We have had a great day. Congratulations to Sandra Porter Ward and Gary Ward for getting married today. We had a lovely day with them today. So, and the celebrations are still going on now outside, so hopefully it won't be a really late night because it is a school night, so we'll see what time that one finishes at, but it's been good. Yeah.
Well done Tina. Now Kevin, of course you've been spending some of that money you've got here at St Kentigern's, and you've fitted a new bar. Now tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I don't know about the money because it's all out there, you know, and to run the place, you know, like clubs all over the country has been closing down, and pubs, you know, it's a very hard game. But we work tremendously hard to try and get people in, you know, and as I said, with weddings and all, it's a big business, and I can do it half the price than anywhere else in the town, and they can still have a memento day, and it's close and personal.
Well done to you both here at St Kentigern's. You run a great ship, and it's going really well. And I'm going to taste some of them whiskies now and see if what they're like.
No problem, Martin.
I had a chat with Tom Porter, and I asked him why did his sister choose to have her wedding at St Kentigern's.
Well, why not? It's such a beautiful place. I got married here 26 years ago in St Kentigern's. I loved the atmosphere, I loved the feeling. I was really felt at home, and my sister couldn't have chose a better place to get married.
And have you always come into St Kentigern's down the years?
All my life, from a young whippersnapper of 16, don't know if you can repeat that, but we used to go into St Kentigern's and then come in here for a late drink and get on the dance floor and have a lovely time.
Great stuff. And what's your connections with Ireland?
Well, my parents are from Wicklow. I was the firstborn of 5. I have a long family history tree there. I love Ireland and I love Wicklow.
So how did you first hear about St Kentigern's 25, 26 years ago?
Well, probably from my daddy, but you know, that's a different thing. People, the young bucks won't know that nowadays. I took my father, he took me for a drink first of all in my local club in Moss Side, and then as we got a little bit older, She said, come for a dance in St Kent's, so I did, and I really enjoyed it ever since.
Now, of course, you had a lovely day for the wedding. The weather was really kind to you as well.
I really enjoyed the wedding today. Although my sister's not in the best of health, I think Gary Ward did a lovely job, and Kevin and Tina were really supportive in what they did in the background, and I appreciate what they did, and I love St Kent's. I think if you've got a bit of a community on the go, enjoy it while you can.
Well, look at Tommy. You go and enjoy the celebration for the rest of the night. I'm sure you'll have a great time.
Yeah, certainly will. I'll keep it going as long as I can, and I'll get in trouble in the morning. Thank you. Good night. God bless.
I caught up with Seamus Keegan and I asked him how long he'd been a member.
I have been a member here, Martin, since day one, an awful lot of years ago. We become membership when it first opened, and been here ever since.
And of course you're very heavily involved with the golf team.
I am very heavily. When Kevin Fitzpatrick come here, we started a golf society, and I'm involved in it ever since, and I'm a lifetime member at the moment. I've got the privilege of being that at the moment. Yeah.
So how often do you play golf? How often do you get together as a team?
We get together 6 or 7 times a year. Well, obviously in the summer months, we don't bother in the winter time, but we get a good one. It's growing from strength to strength every year. Very good.
And of course you raise a lot of money for charity, I believe, as well.
We do indeed. We have an exceptional day in September, Jimmy Malloy Memorial Day, and we raise an awful lot of money for that for a charity. Awful lot of money.
And of course here at St Kentigern's, your own son, your famous son now, James Keegan, Lord of the Dance, has danced here many times.
Oh, James has danced here on several occasions, yes. He started off here actually as a barman here in his younger days, when he was only 16 or 17. He came as a trainee, and Kevin looked after him very well, and then he went on to better things later on in Lord of the Dance.
And of course you must be very, very proud yourself and Josephine.
We are indeed, yeah. He's a good lad, and he's a good lad, and he gives us great satisfaction of what he does in life. And he's at the moment he's in London on the West End, and he's getting ready for a big show on the 4th of July. Himself and Michael Flatley are putting on an exceptional show in the Wembley, and that's a very, very big night.
And of course it's great to see Louise as well, your daughter, doing so well with the Keegan Academy School of Dancing.
Well, James and Louise, they have got their academy, Keegan Academy School of Dancing, and they're going from strength to strength. It's getting bigger and bigger every year as well, doing very well.
And of course it's a very special year for Louise this year.
It is indeed. She's getting married after a long courtship. She's getting married this year. She's going to Hawaii herself and Brendan Harrigan. And I've just come back from Ireland from a stag do in County Leitrim, and we had a magnificent weekend over there. The lot of us are absolutely brilliant.
Great stuff. Well, Seamus, great to speak to you, and enjoy the wedding.
We will indeed, Martin. It's always been a pleasure talking to you. Thank you.